Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he hails from Paris, France, and weighs in tonight at 260 pounds, Rene Dupree.
Oh, the French-Canadian or the Frenchman, depending on what gimmick he's doing today, but Rene Dupree, very, very impressive athlete. Started in the wrestling business as a teenager. Many years of experience inside of those ropes. But a very different challenge that Dupree has to face tonight. Well, we know that he's going to be facing up against a musical icon. No idea who his opponent's going to be. Only a very brief clue, and very hard to prepare for an opponent if you don't know who it's going to be. Dupree looks ready for a fight here. The question is, who's coming out?
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, hailing from Lancashire, England, he weighs in tonight at 182 pounds, Rick Astley.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've not been rickrolled. One of the greatest fighters to ever set foot in a ring. We promised a musical icon. We've certainly under-promised and over-delivered here tonight. The man that invented R&B, the man that invented the moonwalk. My God, Rick Astley on the channel, what a signing this is for PGW. And my God, Rene Dupree could not have prepared himself for this. The question is, what can we expect here from Astley? I can tell you things he's not going to do. He's not going to give you up. He's not going to let you down. He's never going to run around and desert you. I certainly never expected him to win out in that lock-up exchange against Rene Dupree. Beautiful hits us, and look at Dupree, embarrassed by that. But look at Astley going over those right hands of steel. As now he sends Dupree for the right off the hook. Beautiful drop toe hold by Rick Astley. Of course, many people gave the moniker the baddest man on the planet to Mike Tyson. The only reason that he had that moniker was because he managed to avoid this man for many years. Tyson feared for his life when the prospect of fighting Astley came up. Him and Don King very keen to avoid that fight, as now Rick Astley trying to go off the top rope with a big move. Dupree getting out of the way, and now the French-Canadian with a neck snap. And Dupree looking to gain control here. Phenomenal professional wrestler is Rene Dupree. Many years of experience in the ring, and now Rick Astley finds himself at the mercy of Rene Dupree as the lateral press now. Going for the pinfall, but only getting a 2 count on that occasion. Now Dupree trying to wear Rick Astley down. Look at this big move coming out, dropping him on his head with a pile driver. Well, that has got to be it. A pile driver, a finishing manoeuvre. Could have broke the man's neck on that move. But my God, look at that, Astley. Astley getting the shoulder up. Rene Dupree blaming the referee. The speed of his count. I can't believe that, but look at this. Astley popping up. He certainly won't give up, that's for sure. Of course, he's never going to make you cry. He's never going to say goodbye. He's never going to tell a lie and hurt you, but he took a very big knee to the gut there from Rene Dupree. That had to knock all of the wind out of Rick Astley. As we'll list more things he promises he's never going to do, but look at this now. Astley with a quick, trying a quick pin too close to the rope, but look at Astley fighting away. He's certainly not give up in this one, but Dupree seems to be maintaining control here, and a big right hand as Rick Astley goes tumbling down to the canvas. A man that could have won the first UFC tournament if the Gracies weren't scared of him, as now Rick Astley goes to the top rope. Beautiful drop kick. Astley like a man on fire here. As now Astley sends Dupree for the right, tries the forearm smash. Dupree coming from behind. And a nice counter and a Russian leg sweep there. As now Dupree looks to hit a big move off the top rope to put this match away once and for all, but Look at that, Ashley fighting out, taking him down with a face crusher, slamming his face right into the canvas. That's now Ashley perched on the top rope. Dupree gets to his feet and look at that. Diving Hurricane Rana. And now some of the best dance moves in the history of this planet being displayed in that squared circle as now Dupree set for the right. And Ashley knocking him to the outside.
1.
Rick Astley really building some momentum now. Dupree taking a breather on the outside, out of harm's way. And now Dupree stepping back in, but as soon as he does, Astley kicking him right in the face. This man a force to be reckoned with inside of any combat sport. As now look at this leapfrog. Astley goes to the top rope, tries an elbow drop but falls completely short, maybe lost his footing on the top rope. If Dupree tries to capitalise on that mistake now, well, Astley making a mistake trying to lift the big 260 pounder. Nearly putting his back out in the process as Dupree knocks him down. Rick Astley will not stay down though. Another thing to add to the list of things he'll never do. Rick Astley not giving up here and a nice drop kick. Well, what a performance thus far as he sends Dupree for the ride. And look at this power. Lifting up the 260 pounder with a Samoan drop. As now look at this, his signature move. He calls that the Rick Roll. Unbelievable stuff. And as Astley pulled off the upset of the century here, the lateral press, the shoulders down, and Rick Astley with a phenomenal victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Rick Astley.
Well, does anything this man does surprise you? We knew he could handle himself in a scrap. He certainly proved himself inside that squared circle, but speaking of things that people are never going to give up, will Arthur Morgan ever give up the PGW World title? Well, he may have to tomorrow night at 7 PM Eastern Time when he defends that belt against perhaps the toughest challenger he's ever faced, the bizarre one, Goldust. Tune in for that tomorrow night, 7 PM Eastern Time. Apart from that, let's listen to the greatest song ever written. Good night, everybody. You want some great created wrestlers in your game, but without going through the lengthy process of creating them yourself? Well, I can help you out with that. If you play on PS2 or PS2 emulator, I can create just for you a custom save data file and preload it with up to 30 created wrestlers that you have chosen. If you're interested, send me an email at pastgengamingemail@gmail.com. My email is linked on the main channel page, and I can also do this for the PSP, but on PSP I can only do save files for the European version of the game.